Alright guys, we're getting ready to go live here. Today we have Adam Fox. As you guys know, he does some of our streaming on Magic the Gathering Online. He's playing today with Esper Deathblade, and he's playing against Brian Hannan, that is also playing Esper Deathblade. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of mirror matches, but this should be a lot better than Miracle Mirror match. We know Adam Fox has been playing Omnitel online. He's trying to branch off into Esper Deathblade online. He just needs to get some cards, which Wastelands are ridiculous online, but it's getting there. We're just testing the stream out, guys, so let me know if you guys can't hear me. Actually, I'll type it in. Alright. Alright, perfect. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear us. It's just me commentating today. We've got a lot of tournaments. It's just me in the booth today. We've got a lot of big tournaments going on today, and Ben Rossi couldn't make it. But we have 12 players today with two big tournaments going on down here. So getting 12 people for our legacy is pretty good. Not where we want to be, but it's enough to cover the prize support today, which is Show and Tell and Insidia Traders. How's it sound, guys? If the sound needs to go up, or if I need to speak louder, just let me know. Ooh, I only see one land in Adam Fox's hand, and it's not a fetch land for his Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, all it was a Caracas. We see Adam Fox mulliganing. Let me look at the list and see if anybody's got anything different. That's going to put anybody ahead. I see Adam Fox is running 3 true names. Brian Hannan's only running 2. His true names could be deciding factor here. Let's see. Other than that, they're pretty close on lists. One's running one dig through time. The other one's running 2. I see 4 Thoughtseizes and Adam Fox. Actually, you know what? We're getting started, so we'll just see how this pans out. Looks like Adam's going to go ahead and crack both of his lands. He's going to go ahead and go down to 18. I love seeing Liliana playing in Legacy again. It's been too long, so this will be a fun matchup. I'm a Liliana fan. I'm just trying to go over these deck lists too, guys. We see the Stoneforge Mystic coming down on Adam Fox's side. We see Adam going to crack his fetch and cast a Brainstorm in response. He's probably looking for a Force of Will if he doesn't have one in his hand, and he did find one. And do we see the Stoneforge getting countered? He kept the Force in hand, yeah. You're going to see Brian drop down to 18. Yeah, I hate playing against Liliana, but I love playing the card. Alright. We see Brian just passing a turn back. Adam draws his card. It's an Underground Sea. He's going to play it, and here's the other Stoneforge Mystic. Brian says it's good. He's probably going to search up a Batterskull here. Oh, he's getting a GT. I like Batterskull here, but you are playing against a deck that is running Swords to Plowshares, but getting the 4 life would probably be pretty nice here. But we'll see what happens. We see Brian dropping down the Scrubland. 3 mana, Lingering Souls. Alright, Lingering Souls resolves. It's got 2 Spirit tokens. Yeah, tokens. Alright guys, we're going to get the right tokens out. I wonder if we're going to see a Jace here. Nope, he's going to go ahead and cast his GT and just pass the turn. No equip. Maybe he does have the Batterskull in hand. Maybe that's the whole reason of not searching out the Batterskull and casting the GT and not equipping. Yeah, he does have the Batterskull in hand. And we see a Stoneforge Mystic coming down on Brian's side. Let's see what he gets here. He's pulling out Fire and Ice to the front. He's still searching. He might change his mind. Yeah. Brian's going to go ahead and decide to go with Fire and Ice. Pretty solid here. He can equip them to the germ tokens if those germ tokens, I mean not the germ tokens, the spirit tokens, if they decide to live. And then we see the germ here. Probably going to see Adam Fox equipping the GT to the Batterskull, swing in, get 2 tokens, and probably kill one of the spirits. Hey Doc, what's going on? Glad to have you in the stream. If you're new to the stream, go ahead and click the follow button so you can be notified of when we are live. Yeah, we see the GT getting equipped to the germ, swinging in. I don't think we're going to see a block. And we see the 2 counters. We're probably going to have. We'll probably have. Oh, let's see. You got a crack. I thought he was just going to pass the turn. Adam Fox is going to go ahead and go down to 19. And we see a True Name Nemesis coming down. We can pretty much decide that this game's pretty much locked up for Adam Fox. I'm trying to see if Brian has an answer to this True Name, which I do not see, other than Liliana, and Liliana is not going to get there. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I don't see anything in the sideboard. I actually don't even see anything in the sideboard either. Containment Priest, I don't even see a board wipe. In the sideboard he's got a Council's Judgment, but even that wouldn't get there. Brian's deciding what he's going to do. He decides he's just going to scoop it up. He can't get past that True Name Batterskull G-Take situation. So let's see what we have for the sideboard for these guys. Alright. For Adam, we have 3 Meddling Mage, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Zealous Persecutions, 1 Inquisition, 1 Supreme Verdict, 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Vendilion Click, 1 Seal of Cleansing, 1 Containment Priest, and 1 Pithing Needle. For Brian, we've got 2 Containment Priest, 1 Pithing Needle, 3 Meddling Mage, 1 Sword of Feast and Famine, 2 Mirror Crusader, 2 Abrupt Decay, 1 Council's Judgment, 2 Enlightened Tutor, and 1 Grafdigger's Cage. For Adam, I could see him siding in the Zealous Persecutions to get rid of the Lingering Soul tokens, 1 Supreme Verdict just in case things get a little too crazy, because he knows Brian's playing a very similar deck, so he has to have a way to get rid of the True Name Nemesis. 1 Forceful Will, 1 Vendilion Click, 1 Seal of Cleanse. Oh yeah, let's see. Those aren't going to come in. Maybe the Vendilion Click, but I doubt it. And then for Brian, we have. I like Mirror Crusaders. 2 Abrupt Decay is pretty nice. 1 Council's Judgment. Those all come in. Let me see our players sideboarding here. Other than that, you know, maybe the Inquisition comes in on Adam Fox's side as well. But let's go ahead and go back. We're going to find out once this game gets started. See if we can see any cards coming in. We see Adam Fox decide to change his mind. He did have the Inquisition in, and he took it back out. Looks like we do see the Abrupt Decays coming in for Brian Hannan. Let's see what else we can see. Brian's got main board Counterbalance. Yeah, he does have 2 main counterbalances. Let's see. And he has 2 Sensei's Divining Tops. It's a little bit interesting. If I play the counterbalance, I think it's a 3 and 3. But let's see. Brian's been playing this deck more than I have. I just recently started getting into the Deathblade decks. I've actually been having fun with Monastery Mentor. Card seems to be pretty sick with tops, especially if you have multiple in play. Alright, let's see. We got 7 cards on Adam. Let's see if what he draws. I'm actually gonna let Brian go first before he pulls his hand up. Looks like we see 3 or 4 lands in Brian's hand. Snapcaster, Counterspell, Counterbalance. He's going to ship it. Let's see, 1, 2, I see a couple land. Looks like Adam's going to keep. I think he had 3 land in his hand, and I couldn't really see the rest of the cards. Let's see, True Name, Vendilion Click, which came in. Actually, Vendilion Click, he has a 1 of in the main. See Brian going down to 6. Plains, Lingering Soul, Snapcaster Mage, Sensei's Divining Top, and look like a Crocus. See the Plains and Top. It's going to pass the turn. Top can get you out of a mulligan. See another True Name draw for Adam Fox. He's going to play the Underground Sea and a Thoughtseize. It's pretty brutal when you mulligan and somebody Thoughtseize you. This is a tough one. I'm probably going to pick the Brainstorm here if I'm Adam. He does have a top in play though, so really, yeah, he still picks the Brainstorm. Brainstorm's a great card to hit. He's going to pass the turn back to Brian. Adam's at 18 life. On his upkeep, he's going to spin the top and see what he's going to draw. See a Wasteland. I don't know, maybe a Lingering Soul, or it's maybe an Abrupt Decay. Yeah, Abrupt Decay, Lingering Souls, and Wasteland. He's going to draw the Wasteland. He's going to get rid of the Underground Sea, which is fine. He's going to pass the turn back. Adam still has a fetch land and a Tropical Island in hand. Plenty of blue cards. Yep, just going to play the fetch land and pass the turn. It's going to set up a Stoneforge Mystic for next turn. End the turn, Brian's going to spin the top. He's deciding on what land he wants to play. He's going to play Pluto Delta and pass the turn. Adam draws. He draws a Seal of Cleansing. And to crack his fetch, drop down to 17 life. I figured you'd get an Underground Sea here, but I'm wrong. Plays the Tropical Island, then he plays his Stoneforge Mystic. Brian's going to fetch in response. I don't know what he could have. I don't know what he's fetching for, but we shall see. I don't know if he wants to brainstorm in response or spin the top. Let's get the Underground Sea. Let's see if he brainstorms. Spins the top, good. I'd rather him spin the top than brainstorm here. He can hold the brainstorm as a card to pitch to Force of Will if he draws a Force of Will. And I think Brian probably left the Swords to Plowshares on top. There's the Swords of Plowshares on the Stoneforge Mystic. I'm just going to go up to 18. And let's see if Brian has a play after this. No, he doesn't. Adam untaps. Oh, draws. Look like a meddling. Oh, Zell's Persecution. Just going to brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. Inquisition. Pluto Delta, and look like a Marsh Flats. Yeah. He's going to pitch one of the True Names back, play a fetch land, Inquisition Brian. He's going to take the Snapcaster Mage. Brian's going to spin the top at the end of the turn. He keeps his cards pretty hidden, so he can't really see what exactly he's got floating around on top. Let's see what he draws. Can't get a good look at it, but if it's nothing too special, he's probably going to play his Lingering Souls this turn. Maybe not. Yep, Lingering Souls. Adam's going to go ahead and crack his fetch. Going to drop down to 17. Doc, what do you need help on? You just bought a booster box of what set? Alright, Lingering Souls are going to resolve. Adam untaps. Draws a Brainstorm. Plays a Seal of Cleansing. And passes the turn. The emblem is mostly for Planeswalkers. The emblems for planeswalkers, when you ultimate a planeswalker, you get an emblem. An emblem can't be targeted by anything. It just stays in play once your planeswalker ultimates. All right, we see Adam pass the turn to Brian. Brian gets in and swings with the 2 Lingering Souls tokens. And we see a flashback, which is great for Adam, because Adam has that Zealous Persecution in hand. Sorry about that, guys. Got a text message. No, you can't use the emblem without the Planeswalker. We see Adam Fox playing Wasteland, getting rid of Brian's Tundra. He's going to cast Zealous Persecution. He's going to kill all the Lingering Soul Spirits. And pass the turn. We see, looks like, I don't know if it's a spell, it looks like a Dig Through Time, Force of Will, and I couldn't see what the white card is. Maybe Swords of Plowshares. I think he's going to draw the swords here. Yep. He's going to play the Deathrite Shaman, pass the turn. Adam's going to go ahead and drop to 14, cracking his Marsh Flats. Yeah, Docs, Planeswalkers are always fun. And Tybalt's not a Planeswalker, so I can get away with saying that Planeswalkers are always fun. If you're new to Magic, Planeswalkers are a lot of fun. They're relatively new, a few years old since Lorwyn. We see 3 mana. This looks like a True Name Nemesis coming down. Yep. Let's see if he plays a Jite this turn. Yep, there's a Jite. Well, Brian has a Force sitting around top of his deck. I don't know if he has another blue card. If he did, he should have probably forced that True Name Nemesis. Looks like he just drew the Force. Council's Judgment coming down. That's going to get rid of the True Name. That is a good turn for Brian, even being mana deprived. See a pair of Brainstorms in Adam's hand. Just going to go ahead and cast one this turn. See a Jace, Pluto Delta, and a Swords to Plowshares. Has to put 2 cards back. He's going to put a Brainstorm and a Pluto Delta back. Looks like he's probably going to play his Jace this turn. Yeah, if you've got a green-black deck and you want to play with Planeswalkers, Garruk Relentless is pretty fun. All the Garruks are actually fun. Even Garruk Wildspeaker. I love Garruk Wildspeaker. Alright, Brian's going to go ahead and draw a card. Looks like he's going to force his Chase. Yeah. 2 good turns for Brian. He didn't force the True Name, which ended up being great for him because he had the Council's Judgment on top. And then he got to... Excuse me. He got to counter the Jace, which ended up being really great for him. He's behind on mana. Adam Fox's Wasteland has been brutal against him. And see another Brainstorm coming down. Brian says it's good. We see Zealous Persecution, Stoneforge Mystic, and that Pluto Delta from the last turn. We're going to see Stoneforge Mystic. And I don't think there's anything Brian can do about it. I guess we'll find out. I think he's going to spin the top. Can't get a look at his cards. Alright, Stoneforge Mystic resolves. Let's see if we see the Batter Skull here. Yep, and there's Batter Skull. I think if you're Adam Fox here, you equip the you can equip the GT to the Stoneforge Mystic this turn as well. Oh, never mind. He's going to Swords of Deathrite, which is great. He's going to deprive Brian on mana, since that Deathrite Shaman can eat a card out of the graveyard to get Brian up to 3 or 4 mana, depending on what his draw is. He's going to eat Adam's Wasteland. I don't think he can do anything with this. He's going to spin the top. See a land on top of Brian's hand in his library. Alright, Deathrite's getting exiled, bringing Brian up to 19. Draws the Flooded Strand. Cracks, goes back to 18. Gets the Tundra. And he has a Swords of Plowshares in hand. He's going to spin the top. So you ponder Tropical Island and Force of Will. He's going to leave the Ponder on top. I would leave the Force on top, depending on... I guess it all depends on what card's in his hand. Yeah, Garrett Caller Beast is a fun card. I love that card in the Mono Green Devotion deck, but that deck is rotated. We see the Wasteland for Adam. He's going to go ahead and deprive him off his black mana. He's going to spin the top in response. He already knows the 3 cards. And he's going to pass the turn. Brian's going to Swords of Plowshares, the Stoneforge Mystic at the end of the turn. But Adam's going to go ahead and activate it, putting in the Batter Skull. Adam goes up to 15 from the Swords of Plowshares. Brian's going to ponder this turn. You see Stoneforge Mystic, land, and Force of Will. Looks like he's going to... Well, I thought he was going to draw the Stoneforge Mystic, but he's going to shuffle. Draw off the Ponder is a Force of Will. Spin the top. Looks like Dig Through Time and 2 lands. We're going to see this Germ get equipped. Nope. He's going to Pithing Needle. Oh, this is brutal. He knows the top 2 cards. It's not a blue card. I'm sorry, he doesn't know the top 2. He just concedes because he knows he's locked down and he can't activate the top. Alright. So for Adam, we did see the 2 Zealous Persecutions coming in, the Inquisition of Kozilek. I think I seen the Supreme Verdict in his hand as well. I don't know if the Vendilion Click was the main board one or if he sided the other one in. He did side in a Seal of Cleansing, and we did see the Pithing Needle. Those all came in from Adam. On Brian, I don't think, other than the Council's Judgment, I don't know if he sided anything else in.